Hello, I'm actually going to make a cocktail for you now, and I wanted to teach you one of my favorite cocktails. It's one of the absolute easiest cocktails to make and to make at home and to measure out, and it has a nice complex flavor to it so that it seems like it's a lot more complicated than it actually is, and that is the classic Negroni. So the classic Negroni is equal parts Campari, sweet vermouth, and gin. So I got, my favorite sweet vermouth is called Antica formula. Antica. This is a half bottle. They come in full-size bottles. It does tend to be a little more pricey, but it is totally worth it. I think a lot of people are afraid of sweet vermouth because they maybe had some low quality sweet vermouth at one point that was probably kept not in the refrigerator and had turned and you had a bad experience. But this stuff is delicious and very full-bodied and like actually really good just on its own after dinner. But yeah, once you pop this open, keep it in the fridge and you should be good. You will go through it. It'll be good. Okay, then I just have Beefeater gin. You could use any gin. It does affect the flavor depending on how floral of a gin you get. A Hendrix would be very different from like a Bombay Sapphire, and that would be very different from like a Bombay Beefeater. So just be aware. If you are afraid of gin and you really have just a big aversion to it, you can substitute things for this cocktail. There are a lot of different versions of a Negroni. So you can do, instead of gin, you could do tequila. You can do rum. You could do like a silver rum, an aged rum, even a dark spiced rum. You could do bourbon or rye. So they're all gonna kind of be the same recipe, and you can tinker with it based on the spirit that you have. I would not do any flavored spirits, and I would not do any high quality, very aged things because you're not going to really get the nuance of that liquor. So think about that, but just a gin. And then we have Campari. Campari is something that people might not have in their home.